Welcome back. Welcome back, my friends. How are we doing today? Somebody's doing good, right? Somebody's got to be out there doing good. Alright. Getting this tripod put away. And then on to the... This body's just about revived. It's the one we've been doing stuff with. The SSD showed up, so we're good to go. On that note, we're going to do that and then continue. The RC car, I've got it out, got the glue gun, everything's all in one place. Let's do some work. But first, let's check it out and go over here. We know that we need to shut this down. Look at those drivers. Goodness gracious. So let's shut down. You're going to lose that feed. So we will go here. Excited. We're actually going to get to put this back together. So setting it down easy. Let's get anything that puts power. Did they really screw in? Oh, I guess they did. Anything that puts power, another thing, I don't know if I've ever said this. The things that usually put power into a computer are going to be your power supply and your monitor. Other stuff can too. But in this case, just for the ease of moving this around to get it to a better position, we will I'm short one. We need to get one more black mouse pad to balance this equation out. That, and they're just good for, in general, slotting stuff around on a desktop. So you can see here, we need to pull this bracket that, and we're going to get some zip ties in here, bundle that up. Coming up, as soon as I remember, there it is. Not my favorite hard drive bracket in the world, but these ones do work. Just the fact that they're plastic. I don't know, I like some of the plastic ones. I don't really like metal all that much either. However, this is our last time installing something into this computer. We'll be leaving the bench. Let's go there. Also, I have to say I'm not really a fan of the when hard drives, the way they mount are lined up with towers. the same way the tower is, like length or depth-wise, lengthwise like that. I like it when they slide in from the side and you can hide your wires back here. However, this is an older style tower, so can't change the world. You can just make parts of it great again. Another project started yesterday. Let's set this down. Was gonna repurpose my old HP Core 2 quad system. Benson, our server, had an untimely death. The motherboard doesn't detect the hard drives. Instead of replacing it, we're going to go with a newer. Give me a moment here. Let's see what this mess is. Alright, apologies my friends. That was the boss. 1 out of 100 that I have. Alright, we're coming over to the 6-day problem PC. You're gonna outlaw cloning. They don't like what we're doing here. Oh, where is it? So, Acronis. Alright, clone disk. We're taking our 250 to our 256. Next, this is working great. So the Seagate drive. Next, analyze. Give me the solid state. This should be a little quicker instead of doing the IDE. I thought about it. Cloning that IDE drive was horrible. The data transfer rate. It's going to take a little bit. So we need to go back. That's our source disk. Find that hard drive, please. Is it going to find it? Nope, we got to start the program over. It did not get detected. The SSD was not detected. If you ever have that happen, just close Acronis, start it back up. And it should see it the next time around. In my case, it was operator error. We still got operator error going on. This thing does not like this solid state drive. Alright, well, let's plug it into my PC and see what the status of it is quick. We'll flip over to the YouTube channel. Pull out our drive there, and we're going to plug one in. You may hear a dong. Disk management. Wouldn't that be something if we got a dead solid state? Not initialized. Let's initialize it. Yeah, we'll do GPT. Okay, so it is at least initialized. It is unallocated. Right now, maybe that was the problem. I should have just did that on that PC. Let's flip back over. Anybody that's seen this before, you know why we're not showing this computer. It will not have it. It does not. It's like there's literally something that the hard drive is rocking on when I plug it in. I don't know of any other drive that tilts like that. Let's put that in. That should help. Or it's just not going to see it. One of the two. Okay, so it just reanalyzed the drives. I think it found our second one. We're going to go to the 250. Did you find it? Disk management. Got it. Finally. After what seems like an eternity of it not wanting to recognize the drive on this computer, but recognize it on mine, it's finally showed up and made it to the party. Okay, there. We now have our destination disk. Hit OK, telling you partition changes. Obviously, it has to. We're going to hit proceed. Let it do what it does. We'll get a time readout there. Alright, all in one. It's good to go. Let's go here. In the meantime, we're going to kick this thing out of our way. And let's get our glue gun ramped up. The reason I like this one, it has an on-off switch. I haven't seen that on a lot of glue guns, but I have seen it. So these lights are telling us what they're doing without the transmitter on. That's kind of cool. Those are going to be our head. Okay, so we have our headlights. We need to drill a hole for those, and I did test it. I just don't remember which one fit. We're going to get our board back out and do some checking. Okay, so whatever fits there is going to be a culprit. Was that the 1/8 or 9/65, 30 seconds. Alright. We're going to go with 5/30 seconds for the time being. Do what you do, Acronis. Don't let me down. Being that we don't want to split the plastic, another thing I did, and this is going to be hard to get on camera, but we'll try our best. Was when drilling, I actually took and put a piece of wood. Oh, look at that. I actually lined something up right for once. You may be able to see this. Nope. Nope. Dummy me. So, yeah. Sorry. Bottom of the screen. Basically what I'm doing is wherever I'm going to drill, I'm setting the wood down and then propping under the plastic so it gets a nice flat surface to drill on. So if you're looking at it from the side, you'd see, you know, kind of something like that. Nice flat surface to drill on so we don't shatter this plastic shell. It's nothing exciting. I can, I'll bring you this way a little. There. Where's the high beams and low beams? We don't have them. We need them. I'm going to put some separation in between the turn signal, which is already drilled out, and the headlight. Alright, so just basically drilling. Taking the plastic out. And let's get the other headlight. Much better. You gotta do it with more speed. Too much though, it'll grab it and shatter it. Let's check our headlight sized bulbs. That's not going to work. Do we really have to go up one more? 3/16? I don't think. I think 3/16 would be much too big. Maybe, but let's do it right because we use it twice. They do fit kind of snug in there. They don't fit the one, they fit the other, so it has to be that. What did I call it? What size do I have? I said 5/16. I'm sorry, that's not what I meant at all. I'm going to go ahead and widen the hole a little for these. Alright, Acronis, do what you're doing. Now, what I did for the reverse lights, let's get this camera kind of back where it belongs. What I did for the reverse lights, you got to picture this down on the car here. And we got the antenna in the way, if possible. Alright, so there, that's kind of gives you a better visual of the. It's not on the car, but it's good enough work for what we're doing right now. We're going to have the brake lights. I think I'm going to drop them down to this back piece. Even though it won't be in the lights, they'll be down there. The reverse lights, I actually drilled out these two little fake like dune buggy style light housings there. I drilled them out. We're going to put the reverse lights in that, so they'll actually be attached to the car. Alright, the car back on. We're going to run our reverse lights back there now, which are the blinkies. I can see some of these wires more than likely needing to be extended is the other thing. I figure this is going to go on top of the housing, all the stuff hanging. Let's take our wire right back. I'm going to split these a little and attempt to stuff the bulb in there. Now, the question is, can we see that? Sure you can. Wow, that's pretty tight. Let's run that drilled through there one more time, just to make sure we got more than enough room. I believe we will. Reverse lights in. Let's get some holes drilled. Whoa. Alright, we need a transmitter on. Hopefully this thing don't take off on us. How we bent the tires, I will never know. Alright, straightened out. Let's turn it off again. We need brake lights going toward the back. Those will be the headlights. Where's our brake? Turn, turn, brake. And these are going to get routed back, split once to the back, and then out to each side. Let's do, where are those reverse lights? And they're going to go that lets us know which one they go on, since they're all crooked. Alright, brake, we'll come back. We need our holes. We're going to mount that quick. I did have to put some tape on this side. It's broken. This side here is broken, this one isn't. We're going to be extra careful on that. I really was debating them. Look at the angle of this. You can see here, okay, that's the car from the side. That's basically the view of the car from the back. That would be the back, like vertical surface, and that's like an angled surface. So picture that, if you will. There's side, that's the back. Do you think those brake lights are too high up to put the actual bulb where the brake lights are? Let's there's a crack right by them lights, but let's, well, who put the stickers on the wrong way? You dummies. Look at that, the brake lights, they got the housing flipped, or like the sticker design of one of them is definitely flipped. I know, autofocus is off. Let's do that one. Do you see that? Do you see that design on those? That's horrible. Let's put one where on the outside where the lower bulb is, just for fun. We'll try it. Oh, problem too, we can't get the wood in there. Here goes. Here goes the whole job right here, shot. One down, one to go. Kronos, you're still doing what you're doing. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. I appreciate your service. Boy, is this scary. I hate drilling by fingers. Normally, like no dice. We're not drilling by no fingers, no how. You kind of have to hold this thing to drill it. Another one down. Okay. The other thing would be turn signals. If we have brake lights there and they're bright, where do we put our turn signals? Above it? Or down above on the brake light, or down below it? I don't know. That's a littler drill bit problem. So let's take our brake lights. We know they're installed there. Definitely some of the cheapest sockets I've ever seen on a device. Okay, so we do have to do a little cleaning so we can get some glue to mount. To the plastic. Windex should evaporate quick enough. Oh, that's bad. Look at that mud. I hope when the little one, the son grows up a little, he'll be into this stuff. My 6-year-old is scared to drive these. Not when we first got it though. When I first got it, she loved it. Okay, where did our brake? There's our brake lights. So we're going to just really stick it part way out. We'll put a blob of glue on it. And hope it holds. Then we're going to glue our wires in place, but I don't want to do it right there. I'm going to wait till they're all kind of routed. I know we have the reverse lights also. Let's go ahead and put a blob on here. While I'm at it, I'm going to glue this crack. For some reason my gun don't want to trigger. Did I rip the glue stick? I've had that happen. I think it did. I think the glue stick kind of, there we go. Got some hot glue on the crack, sealing that back together. Okay. Oh, that's one. Let's put two. And we'll use this thing just to move some glue. grab every side of the bulb. Hopefully that will grab every side. Ooh, that's how hot that hot glue was. Okay, something happened there that wasn't good. It actually took the body of the car and bent it upward, melted it. Or maybe it was the paint. Maybe it was the paint and not the actual car. No, it was the actual plastic of the car. You can see there that crack. It curled this plastic body in the car. That's amazing that glue was that hot to do that. Or if it wasn't the glue, it was the tip of the gun. Either way, use caution when using hot glue. I mean, hot kind of says it all, but I think there's some people that may not understand that. Let's glue on the thumb. Glue on the thumb. No good. Well, at least it's protected, right? Alright, back at it. There's our brake lights, hopefully installed. We go ahead and get a little dab on each wire for the time being to hold that in place. That needs to come around. That will come around. And try and cool that glue down quicker. Yeah, it's not going to work. We need a fan. I think tape would be a bit easier to do this, but I don't know how it's going to hold up to the weather. That's probably going to bust loose as soon as it gets cold also, so I'm not putting a whole lot of stock in the hot glue system here. Goes down, that will hit the pin. We can run that right there, so we need a piece like there, maybe one there. So be it on the side is how you want to go. That's how we'll keep you. Put a dab of glue here and then press the wire into it maybe. I'm not a hot glue type person. I mean, I did hot gluing to build some models, model airplanes, like RC, actual model RC planes that I flew. However, I'm not real good with hot glue at all. I made one heck of a mess out of it anytime I did in fact use it. Alright, now we need our transmitter. We got to sort out our lights. We need some turn signals. And they're separated into left and right. No, they're not. So that's going to be the right turn. Where's that other one? Which, strip them apart. Do I have the right? I do not. Okay. So these two. I'm going to put a wire tie around the right hand turn signal for right now. Here's our right. We need our little bit that those fit. I believe, was it a 1/8? Let's check it. I'm pretty sure it was the 1/8. Yeah, it's too loose, just right. 1/8 should be our size. Acronis, my friend, what are you doing? Tell me what you're up to. Really now. Really now. It says it failed. We may have to get crazy with it and go from the IDE. Not ideal, not what I wanted to do. But if we need to, we need to. And it was right at the end, right where it's going to really make you mad. Oh, look at that. It moved right over in the way. Awesome. Yeah, right at the end when the cloning will be done. Okay, we drilled those turn signal lights. Where would you put turn signals on the back of this thing? We've got brake lights here and here. Where would you put your turn signal? Would you put it... Yeah, all that mud ran out. Where would you put that turn signal if it was your car? Would you put it up with the brake lights or down lower? Because the reverse lights are going to be lower. We need to separate it from the brake light a little bit, I think. So let's go diagonal to the upper right corner, or the diagonal corner away from the brake light for this turn signal action. That's one. Let's go for number 2. Maybe it's not pertinent to the clone, I don't know. We're gonna find out real quick. Okay, the right are the ones that are still zip tied. We need to separate these because one has to go to the front, one goes to the back. Why would they put these on different? That don't make sense, but okay. We've got our headlights out of the way. There's a left and a right. Or front, left front, left rear. If we get this, alright, come here you, you're killing my battery. My battery is dead. Well, not dead, but it's gonna be. Let's undo the servo, unplug from the receiver, and undo the other servo. We're gonna mount this thing in the middle. I'm pretty certain, which is a shame because now we've got those, well, the reverse lights are unplugged. If we I think we mount this that way. Where's our two? Those are our little ones? Correct? Yes. No? Yes, they are. So we need to send 1, 2. We'll do it like that. That way they're already on their left side. Alright, let's see if we can Velcro that in place. I'm not a fan of Velcro on RC. It does sometimes work. It does sometimes work. However, I'm not convinced it's going to work in this case, but we'll give it a shot. And I do make a heavier duty Velcro. But if you've got something that's flying or moving quick, I wouldn't only count on Velcro. I would count on strapping that battery into place. Where are you? Where did you go? Tools missing. There they are. Let's just trust one of the important parts of our car to some Velcro. We got all our signal lights. We want the control unit for that falling out. Getting sucked under the wheel, ripped loose. Of course we do. Right. Okay, there is that. Those receiver connections are a real pain. A whole lot of fun. Oh, there's that. Is that. Alright, we need a left front. Let's try that. Left front, left rear. Am I really putting it on the right hand side of the car? I am. It's upside down. Who saw that coming? Who didn't tell me? You're supposed to say, dummy, what are you doing? Do not put those on the wrong side of the car. It's upside down. Pay attention to what you're doing. Alright, let's check it. Left hand side. Left front, left rear. These are the left lights. Okay. I told you. If boo-boos exist, you will see them. If you don't believe me, I will tear the band-aid off and show you. How is this going to happen? Tell me that. It's a lot of glue. Let it run. Come here, green thing. Let's angle that downward a little so it shines kind of the same way as the brake light. Just going to keep some pressure on it for a moment. And here's our left front. That's got to go in there. And then our headlight. which we don't know. Do we know? Do we know which one the headlight is? We unplugged? No, we don't. Yeah, we do. It'd have to be this one. Okay, okay. I like you. You're alright. Okay, let's take this. We'll split it. I know it's dumb. It's just more wire to control in the long run. But if we're doing the headlight and our little turn signal. Oh, error message is out the wazoo, Acronis. Let's ignore it. Let's see what happens. The hard drive spins up. I've never done it where you ignore something. And I think for good reason too. Okay, so if we're doing this, we definitely 100% want these away from the wheel well. And I don't think that, I just don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, maybe we can manage it like that. Okay, I think that'll work. Let's get some glue on the front lights, and then we'll start tacking all this stuff down. Somebody else probably has a much more genius idea for doing this. Yeah, not me. Alright, that will be a headlight. Let's put it in and get one of our rights. Got a headlight. Let's undo these front right, front left turn signals. So this, or yeah, front right, rear right is what I was looking for. The other one, yep, that's the same one that comes up. And we want to keep that out of the wheel well. Also, we're going to give the legs, the pins, a little bit of a bend where it's soldered. I want to definitely not break it, but also keep the wiring out of the wheel well. We're going to attempt to do it like that. Headlight, I'm going to spin and attempt to bend downward a little. There we go. Same thing to this side. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. Let's put the glue on it. headlights and turn signals glued. I'm going to hold these wires. I do not want them moving or these moving until the glue dries. Seems like they're going to stay for the time being anyhow. Alright, and then we have this nice empty hollow spot between where the body mounts on these riser pins, where the body sits down on the other pins, then you lock the pin on the top. That's here, and we have, it's kind of like a hood scoop type thing designed into the body here. It is right here, so we're going to try and wrap up most of that wiring there, and then probably route some out just under the windshield away from the body, like so, and keep most of it up front, most of the slack up here if we can. We have one more turn signal to do in the back, wherever it went. There you are. I'm going to route you away from that wheel well also. Let's glue that in. Oh, that was dumb. Let's just get glue entirely over the bulb. That makes perfect sense. Glue some of that and that. So as for this car, I only have channel 1 and 2. Channel 3 makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. There's our brake. Where did our brake go? Our brake goes there. As long as they reach, I'll be happy about that. And then we have our reverse lights. Funny enough, I did drill those out, but if I want to take, I guess already if I want to take stuff off of the car, I need to unplug stuff. But maybe I should keep all the wiring. Maybe I should keep all the wiring on the body. No, that's just going to look too good there. We'll make the sacrifice. This is going to be a nightmare taking that body off, so this is probably going to be more of a permanent setup, which means I need to get the video transmitter on a switch instead of, well, no, I can disconnect power with the balance plug. That makes sense. It's a pain that way, but it can be done. Where are you, wire tie, my friend? Come back. I like you, little wire tie. Okay, stay there, stay out of the way. Got one. There's going to be a lot of glue into this, if that's what I'm going to do. We need to wipe out the inside a little further. Let's get some Windex on our paper towel and go for it. You know what I want? A thought-controlled RC car or plane. No hands. Just think about it and it does. That would be cool. Alright, we've got some I need to get that glued. I'm going to run that right up the passenger side A-pillar in this car, I guess is what you would call that. If we tack it there and have it take a sharp bend, what happens when we get here? We're going to have a couple do the same thing to this side. Keep away from that wheel well and bring it toward the center. Alright, let's start fastening it down. Let's put a blob of glue and then set the wires into it. I think that seems to give us more favorable results, as long as we don't melt anything or make a mess out of it. That's how I'm going to try and go for it. We'll do it. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. Let's hold that there for a moment. See, even though the wire is moving, we'll drip it over that part. Keep it away from the windshield because that would just be ugly. But let's make sure to have that other part of glue contact the car, hopefully. And it did. Contacted the body, so we're good on that note. Who is watching this? You know what I mean? Are you going to wire up an RC car too? Do not follow my example. I usually do bad at everything I do. The only thing I'm not guilty of is not trying. I do try, even if it's bad. Alright, there's the glue for that corner. We gotta move our wires down out of it. I want to keep them out of the way as much as possible and take up as much slack as possible is the other thing. I didn't do that here and I wish I would have. I'm going to come up to the corner of the windshield, take the turn and send it toward the middle. Sure. And we're going to need like one big blob of glue to hold all our wires. We should be alright. Let's get it glued down on this corner by the windshield now. Of course it's going to fall on the windshield if I let it run that far. Ooh, that's hot. Wow. This isn't the thickest plastic body ever, but I'll tell you what, the glue that does in fact hit the body of the car, I just felt it underneath for the first time, and that is crazy hot. I can see how that definitely lifted. I know hot glue is hot, but the few times I've got it on my fingers, it never felt that hot. Like, really? Yeah, really. So it's I concur, it's hot. Super hot. We want to hold that to keep it. And we've got one monster blob of glue that we're going to try and covered these with. And just hold it down here and run the bead of glue across, and I hope that works. Don't laugh at me. Hot gluing's not only for girls. I don't know any guys that do it, but I do. No, all serious now. Poor taste in that joke. I built a few flying wings out of hot glue. I attempted on another plane or two, but I never did finish the design, so it kind of just turned into a Frankenplane. But it still flew. That was kind of the point there. Still got it in the air, still had fun. And then the receiver moved on to bigger and better things. There's not much glue holding that one, but as long as there's enough that it's grabbing it, that wire is not going to move. And of course it's a nightmare. I'm going to anchor all these points also with, I think, one more little blob, because that one wants to keep moving on me every time I let go. So we'll do that. We'll get our tool out of the way. What do we have left? Just the tail lights? Man, I almost want to put those. If those reverse lights were not a monster set of lights like the brake lights and headlights, I would drill holes in this back piece and put them on the body, and then it'd be simple. It'd run right from the body to the receiver. Maybe we'll still do that if there's enough room there. I don't think there is. We're gonna check it out. This glue takes an eternity to cool down. I don't know if it's some high temp stuff or what, but yes, it takes a while. I hope it stays. Okay, let's move on to the back, and we're going to debate for a moment our reverse lights. I think we are going to keep those on the body and not these things that I drilled out. As much as I want to, that seems like an awesome idea, but as for wiring, and to keep the wiring neat where it's not getting caught on stuff, I want to, yeah, well, I'm going to use a drill bit or something to push those out that actually physically stuck. There's one, and there is two. This 3/16 was their size. Let's get them holes drilled and get those lights mounted as well. Cronus, what did you do? Anything? Are you just going to keep telling me no good? Estimated time left less than 1 minute. And I think that's what it's going to do when it errors out. So, we're going to have to clone from the IDE drive. What we did the first time, we're not doing that on the air. That took entirely too long. Alright, so we need to draw. We're going to put some marks on to see where do you think would be a good spot for reverse lights? Not that they really matter all that much. We're going to put a little dot with our marker to try and get them both in the same spot and not just like spur of the moment point and drill. Let's go back up. I'll go to this one and get a close in look at it. So going by the body of the car, I have reference marks where the designs are when they did the vacuum mold of the car. I think I'm going to put there and going to the same spot on the other one. There, that looks like it's closer to that side. These vacuum molds are not perfect and we don't have much plastic there to work with. Let's go ahead and drill our hole. Okay, yes we are. We is. Do we need the wood? I think it would be advisable. Oh, I'm knocking the camera every which way but over here. And dumb me. You gotta hold this up to drill. So yeah, there's no way to get that wood in. No simple way, so we're going to transfer the marks. Alright, we've got 2 marks. Drill it, stick it. And we're going to go toward the upper part of that lip. I don't want it breaking out through the bottom, so that's about almost exactly what it did. One is higher than the other, but we're going to say that's okay. All intents and purposes, it will make it. Just kind of know when the wire is too far. Well, I guess you don't know, but it seems like that was way too far ahead where I had that, so we're gonna go with it right. Try and go with it right there and get some of these attached down. Few moments of holding this and we'll find out, did it make it, did it fail? Kind of just have to hold it and cool it. And we'll do the other side, and then we're gonna have, I think, one or two after we do the right rear corner here, which is left rear how we're looking at it, but I promise you it's right rear. Get these tucked in and out of the way. Put that behind it. Glue both of those. That should be well enough out of the wheel well, we hope. Alright, kind of dry, but probably most definitely very easy to lift. We need to hook this wire up under our turn signal to take up some slack. Like, that's how we're going to do that. And keep our turn signal nice and tight there. And then we're only going to have a couple wires going up this side as what do we have to keep away from? Just the roof, basically, where this square hole is where the GoPro mount goes through to mount the GoPro, so we're gonna have to edge out away from that to get out to where nothing will be rubbing. Hopefully we pass the shocks okay. It looks like we will. Let's go ahead and get these glued and get them routed to the front. Wow. I'm going to go with this one for now. We're going to press this down with a drill bit to hold it. Please cool off so I can continue. I don't really have any advice for doing this, as I've never actually done this to an RC car before. But I would say, just for aesthetics and for it looking alright, when you're doing it, go ahead and try and hold your wires on each side where you're gluing it as flat as possible. Who knows how good the results will be, but that's what I've been trying to do, and it seems to be working okay so far. As long as we have a lot of good clearance between our wires and the wheel wells where the tires go around, I don't think we'll be sawing through any of them with, excuse me, half burp, half hiccup. I think we'll have any problems burning the insulation off with the actual tires. I think it should be okay, hopefully. My spot is not dry. It's getting there though, so almost, we hope. I'm going to trust that it'll hold it. Wow, that's so hot on the actual other side still, where the glue was. And we've got that to get out of the way, and then our other ones, and I'm going to take them again out to the sides here. I think we'll get away with putting one right here like we did there, and then force it outward to each side, which we're going to have to split this wire further to get it out around the GoPro mount. We're going to need one there, and I'm going to kind of force these wires out away from where the GoPro would go through on each side, so they're going to be mounted here and here, and then spread out as wide as possible to get away from the mount and the body of the car. And that takes us about to the end of our trip on this one, my friend. Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work. I'm just going to go ahead and repeat, this is the only RC car ever that I've ever upgraded or anything at all with an upgrade kit, and now, like, are you even kidding me? A lighting kit. Lighting kit. Did you even think it was true? I did. I did after I got it. That's what I'll say about that. But not whenever I ordered it. I'm like, what? A lighting kit for an RC car? You're kidding me. What am I going to do with that? And then I ordered it. One thing I can say is I don't like the way that these plug in. It is, yeah, not a fun time, especially with glue covered gloves, but aside from that, okay, you're obviously really dumb, Nick. Don't. What are you doing? Of course. Of course you did. We're going to bring this one up this side to take an extra wire that way. After we get around here, whoa, or maybe not. We'll bring it back over after we get it up front. I like the sound of that better. And yeah, way too much slack in the back for, which wire is it? Where does that go? That was for the turn signal light? Yeah. I have a wire that's fairly tight that I'm not digging at all. Let's put this up here where it goes for now, and then we'll shoot it back across to here later. Go ahead and mount these together, and then put them there. Let's get up here first. I think that's going to be our good bet. We can get a nice blob of glue there. We just have to stand here and look dumb for a couple minutes while we hold it. I don't know of any way to speed up hot glue with cyanoacrylate glue, like super glue. They make a thing called Kicker for that speeds it up, and you can cure that stuff like 0.2 seconds. And that was some great technology they gave us way back whenever. I don't know, nothing like that for no hot glue though. I think you can spray hot glue with Windex and cool it off, and it's like, bam, done, thanks. I don't know, I don't think so either. And let it sit. Don't you move your insulation at all. What is that? Oh boy, we got lots of room there. Oh my goodness. Who even thought? Who even thought that that was a thing? I didn't. And we almost disappeared all this slack. If we do that, we're going to have the slack gone. And that one, but might as well plug these in. Which means we got to unplug this to get it out of the way. In true fashion, the most junk plugs I've ever seen. They unplug direct off the sockets, which is stupid, but you know, it's kind of what you're paying for a couple bucks. Gotta hope we can find the pin and put that back on in one piece. Alright, there it goes. Now let's put these wires back on. See, the whole socket and all came off. Which they're not supposed to, like, they're not made to be like, oh, super sturdy, never, socket will never ever come off in a million years, but they shouldn't just pull right up off that easy, I don't think, but maybe, you know, maybe. Give it the benefit of the doubt here. Or benefit of doubt, whatever that word is. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Can't even talk. So we've got those wires. We have this one and this one, and they're not equal amounts that need bundled up. So we're just going to take it up front, take it to the side. We can go there. We will also get one there. Let's hold it and glue it. Right, I don't even know if this is going to work or if this is right. I can glue it down, but how long it's going to last, that's the unknown, kind of the unknown factor here. Because I put hot glue on some stuff and it's still there, and then I put hot glue on other stuff, yeah, and that's like, it's like hot glue was a remover for whatever stuff I put it on. It just would not stay. It's getting there, it's drying. Give it one more moment here, friends. And I think we're gonna have like two little spots of glue down. And I think it will be kind of done. I'm gonna stick that through the other side because that's just the natural way it wants to come up, and with it tucked under there, it will kind of help keep it out of the way. And tuck it under the leads for the servo. That's a bummer, that wire is just so short. I hope it stays connected. If not, we're going to chop it and lengthen it, but we'll at least try it first. We'll try it to see. Don't want to put too much tension on it. I think those wires are actually going to stay there. I may give a little glue spot to that one, and then to these, possibly, I don't know. Somebody's jamming. Damn, what are you out there with crazy music on? I was like, I don't even know what that sounded like. We've got a couple coils to make. Let's separate this wire further, that way it just doesn't fight itself. We're going to go for these two there. We'll have that one join it there. And I'm fairly certain that's the whole shebang. So let's put a blob of glue. Oh, that's hot. Don't burn your hand, dummy. Don't do it. Alright. Oh, my kickstand fell. I guess my gun fell, the kickstand. Yeah, kickstand did not do what it was supposed to do. Not what it was designed to do. Holder wires there for the time being. I'll hold them here. I'm going to let this dry. And then on to the next thing. Only temporary, only temporary. We gotta stand here and look dumb holding on to something like this. Alright, so I did have a trail of hot glue from the car all the way over to the garbage when the mic was muted there. I was picking this long strand of hot glue off. Funny. And it's still stretching out. Alright, that's down enough. We'll give it that little squash bit there for a moment. Glue's pretty tacky. We're gonna, oh yeah. So I think, uh-oh, give me a moment, my Alright, we're back. That was one of the other bosses calling. Oh my goodness. They're all calling me. I'm a wanted man. What am I gonna do? So channel 3 is useless. Completely useless to me, man. Like, I'm just gonna, like, literally bundle it up over here and glue it down. Like, it's... I'm gonna take these little tags off. Just because they're... Maybe. Let's... I think we gotta cut them. I know that wasn't gonna happen like that. Okay. So one tag loose. Where's the other stupid channel 3? There it is. Yeah, I've only got a 2-channel car. And granted, maybe I could change the receiver in that, but nah. I'm going with it how it is. We'll buy a different model if we want to go up channels. I do have another RC project that it was massively fun, but we're not going to get into that because that's going to be a surprise for someday. And it was like a long time coming project. Like, something I've wanted to do for years and years, and I didn't think it would be possible. But with advances in technology and whatnot, I actually got to do it. Let's tuck these wires under this one. If we do it like that, they'll be tucked under, and then we just glue this spot back here in that spot. And then old channel 3 is not an issue no more. Channel 3 is out of the way. Boy, we turned a glue gun off and everything. Imagine that. We're dummies. Look at me. Loser. It's alright, the glue's still hot. We're going to puddle it out until it's ready, and then we'll pull our tweezers up out of it. We need it to hold this little spot of glue there for the time being. Come on, kickstand. Work with me, not against me. I don't even honestly know how this is going to work. I need something to hold that down. We'll try my knife. If I glue my knife in place, I do. If I don't, but now I got to get the tweezers out. Got them. We'll pick that hot glue off there later, or now as it starts cooling, one-handed. See, I did not think this was going to take near as long as it did. We got this superheated this volcano hot glue. Hotter than a volcano. They thought of it back in the year 87. I'm pretty sure. I did my research. Glue is somewhat, hell no it's not, it's stretching like crazy. But, go ahead, we're going to pull our top pins. They're always a nightmare coming out. It's always a fight coming out, going in. It's like, I wish they made one little step bigger pin than these. They probably do, but I couldn't find any at the RC hobby shop while it was still a thing, still in existence. Ours closed, so now it's a doozy of a trip for me if I want to go get anything in an actual brick and mortar store, which that's kind of the way I like to shop for things, versus, I'm not a fan. I do order online, don't get me wrong, only when I can't find something locally. That's when I do the ordering online. Alright, so we need channel 1 hooked up to the channel 1 in, which is our throttle. Anybody that's never done this, you match your colors up. If your colors aren't the same, you're going to have a dark colored wire, a light colored wire, and then a wire in between those. You've got a a positive wire, a negative wire, and you got your power wire, your ground, and your signal. That's kind of how these work. You just match those up, so white to white, red to red, black to black in this case. But let's say we was going black, red, white, and brown, orange, yellow. They could still be connected. The black would go to brown, red to orange, white to yellow. That's just how that works. There's channel 1. So white to white, all the rest fall in line, and that's good. And then we've got, see, I don't know how we're gonna really bundle these up. That's what I can't make sense out of. All right, we want our yellow to our black. Or yeah, our brown to our black, yellow to our white. Really, wrong one. All right, let's get that through there. What do we got here? That looks way better. Okay, now we need channel 1 to go to channel 1 on the receiver, and then channel 2 to channel 2, and it should be okay. We got a little map here on the receiver. You're going to have an S, a plus, and a minus. The S is your signal wire, and that is your light colored one. It kind of lays it out right on the little map, or the legend, the map, whatever you want to call it. Channel 1 to channel 1. Channel 2 to 2, and we're going to have this loose wire under here that I don't quite know how we're going to deal with that yet. We'll figure that out in another video. It's actually going to get in the way. Probably, most likely, if I had to guess, I would say a Velcro strap is probably what's going to keep that wire up out of the wheels, if indeed it would get anywhere near the wheels. Then we send our little antenna, if we can get to it, out the back, out the same hole as the GoPro mount. Let's throw this on a little bit more. Ooh, I don't know, it feels like there's stuff in the way. It doesn't quite want to let the bumper sink in. It doesn't. Everything's on except this one dummy mount. Well, 2 of them. They were always a little difficult. Alright, we got one of them. Can we get the other? Can we get the other? And then we'll go ahead and drop our pins in and check out what this looks like. Let's put some pins in. I'm tired of sinking this back down on it. Alright, we got 1, 2. I think we can go ahead and put a 3rd pin in, and then we'll leave number 4 for cat herding. You know, it's what it's like. I swear, that's what it's like sometimes. Putting these pins in is like herding cats. It ain't gonna work. You give it up. But let's take a check see underneath now. So we do have, it's just a little bent out of shape. We got it through. We'll go ahead and put the pin in, and then we're going to take a check to see if any of our wires are riding on anything. I should have checked along the way, but I had pretty safe routes. Alright, mud flaps not hitting, nothing. Our 1 pin, kind of, sort of, if we bend it or reverse it, will not rub on the hot glue on the back. Other than that, everything is all good. It is right by wire, but it looks pretty good. I don't know what we're going to do about these wires. We will, like I said, probably most likely we're going to Velcro those into place with a Velcro strap underneath here. Just right around the 1 pillar. And that will keep them from dragging on the road. We do have we ain't going to use Velcro. We're going to use a wire tie. We're going to use a wire tie. No bread tie. They're easy to undo. Velcro is even easier, but Velcro can be goofy when it gets wet. This will just rust through and give us some kind of catastrophic crash someday. I'm certain of it. I'm certain of it. Alright, my friends, we're going to take our lights down a little lower and get our rod powered on. For the time being, our glue gun is off. That's always good. Where's our transmitter? What do we want to do? If we take this out, we take that out, and then we take out this one. And what else could we take out? You're not going to see a whole lot. You're not going to see a whole lot, are you? So we are on a zoomed out view. Let's get this crazy car turned on. Where's the... And we need the radio. Where's the radio? There it is. Indeed it is there. So we've got always on headlights, always on tail lights. Oh, guess what? Guess what? I reversed something somewhere. I didn't look at my wires carefully. Did I put channel 1 into channel 2, channel 1? I connected something wrong somewhere. Channel 2, channel 1. Channel 1 to... that should be our throttle. Nope, I'm getting all turning. And I get the signals with the wheels. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? Indeed it is. I do get the reverse lights. But it's turning when I hit my throttle. The turn signals at least work. So when we turn right, we get right turn signals. The left gets us a left turn signal. But throttle and reverse turns left and right too. So now we gotta map that out. I don't think I was in the proper channels before. Maybe I was. I gotta look. That's impossible. It's labeled what it is. It's labeled what it is. So let's pull our pins. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and sort out the nightmare that is our throttle working our turn. Alright, we'll get you. Out of there, and then we'll spin you off. Oh, guess what I did? You know that wire tie? It's laughing right now. It said, sucker. What are you doing? Okay. Oh boy. Okay, so nobody heard any of that. Okay, so what I had was, I just had these channels reversed. My throttle is actually channel 2, steering is channel 1. I had to reverse these two plugs here, you know, just they were plugged in backwards, making stuff operate goofy, and reversing them would let me plug these in normally. So let's go ahead and there's our steering, and now we're going to plug in our throttle. Don't take off and run up in my face. Thank you, car. I knew you could do it. I knew you could do it. I always liked you. Little Helion Verdikt 12SC RC Truggy. Used to be available at some hobby shops. Not so much anymore. But still a good car. Alright. Let's pin this thing and call it a night. I still have that clone to fix, but we're just going to clone from IDE to SSD. IDE to SATA SSD. That's not exciting, I promise you. Alright, let's spin our car, get it pinned, and see if we can get our reverse lights working. With any luck, they will indeed work. If they don't, it's no big deal. And I don't really back this thing up too much anyhow, so they're going to be the least used lights in the whole system. Okay. I ain't even bundling up. We're just going to go for it. We got some lights off. We got our headlights, which are always on. Kind of a bummer. Not what I was hoping for. We got our right turn. Here, I'll show you. Ooh, hitting the throttle. Spiking the throttle. Of course, always a good thing. Okay, so when you turn this wheel, that's your right turn, which you do have a right turn there. And then you got your left turn over there. Right turn. And then left turn. That doesn't look too shabby. Now, reverse. Does reverse work? They do. As soon as you go back on the throttle a little bit, they trigger. Wow. A little bit goofy. It's not going in reverse, and I'm full throttle reverse. So you have to trigger the lights, let off, and then go back in. What do we think, though? What do we think? Let's move this chair out of the way. I know. It's a wreck. It's messy. What do you expect? Let's go over here so we can make it look real bad, worse than it is. You got Frank, he chills over there on the floor. He's got that rug that he takes with him. Lots of places, right? Yes, no? Unmuted, we got our right. Okay, let's grab our radio. So you can see that sitting there. We've got our right turn signal, right turn signal, left turn signal. I like it. We got our reverse lights, but we have to let off and then back. Oh, they do go when you actually go. Okay. This thing is so touchy on the throttle. It is. Honestly, it's crazy. Like, you just touch the throttle and it wants to take off, like leap to action. All right, let's check one more. We got our right turn signal, that's right. And that's our left turn signal. Let's turn right and move a little, and then back it up just a hair. Okay, and there's our left. Oh, you're a dummy, don't do it, don't fall for it. And there's our left turn signal. Check it out. Left turn signal, right turn signal. All right, I like it. Oh, we just crashed and broke our turn signal. Is it still working up front? Of course it is. Okay. So there you have it. Let's take a picture of this. We're going to share this one with Instagram, I guess. I guess we'll do some Instagramming. Some Insta dummy. Oh, we need that turn signal. You can't see that turn signal good enough. It's like I put it, this light is angled too close to the turn signal. It dims it out. We got to go for that one. Look at that turn signal blinking on. Huh? I like it. Alright, we're street legal now. Who wants to race? No, going faster than 40. I can keep up for a couple miles. I will keep up at 40 miles an hour for a couple miles. Who wants to race? We're not trading pink slips. We'll just, loser buys donuts or coffee, something. Alright people, that is what I got for today. I have to fix this clone. I definitely have to fix this clone. That's a definite issue. We got it. We got the turn. You can even see the turn signal from above. We're street legal. Boy, I wish I had a camera. Like I do have a camera. I wish I had a longer cable. I would run it out front with the camera and yeah, show you what's up. So I'm going to jump on the clone, get that fixed so I can go home. This is my little project for today, getting it done. We've got our little RC car wired up with some turn signals. I think it's cool. I mean, it's not great, but it's alright. What happened there? Boy, I don't remember that. What did they do to my video? No, that's just too dark. That's all that is. Let's hit apply. That being said, have a good evening, a good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are. It's one of those. If you feel like being a keyboard warrior, go ahead and leave me a comment. Tell me. Did I do something wrong? Did I do it right? I don't know. I've never done this type of mod before. There is another kit that I want to get. Let me explain this a little bit. There's a car. Let's close our camera. There is a kit that has headlights on, and then when you hit the forward throttle, you'll have like running lights that will come on. Or I guess the running lights would always be on, and then headlights come on when you go forward, and then it has brake lights on the back. And then when you actually, if you're going forward and you let off the throttle, those brake lights, or when you use the brake on your throttle, those brake lights get brighter. The turn signals are going to operate the same way, and so would your actual reverse lights. I didn't mean to hit that tower. Yeah, your actual and I did it again. Your actual reverse lights would come on when you go in reverse. This is just a super cheap kit. That's what you get. You get what you pay for in most situations. I found out when dealing with this stuff. You're gonna go spend 12 or 20 bucks on a car at Walmart. It's gonna do what it does. I mean, it'll probably do it well, very slow. Like I said, this was a $60 car with a $60 upgrade kit, which consisted of the motor, the speed controller, and the receiver. All got swapped out, and with in the original car, what do I want to call it? In the original car, the speed controller, the receiver, and the steering servo was all one unit. In this one, we have a separate three-piece. We've got a receiver, a servo for steering, and then an actual speed controller. And then basically what we did was we upgraded from brushed to brushless. So 2-wire system to a 3-wire. The 3-wire brushless system is much, much faster. Oh my goodness, much faster. This car did like 20, 25, I think. And with the upgrade kit, it goes up to either 40 or 45. I'm not 100% certain on that. I know it's fast though. And for a $60 car, it's very fast. You know, someday perhaps I'll get into the couple $100 RC car market, but yeah, not today. I got much other stuff to do with my time. Too much other stuff, like a family and bills, taxes, the man. Yeah, tax man. Come get me. Come get me. This is a tax-free light setup, tax man. Tax-free. Is that free light setup? I don't think so, but maybe. Alright. Have a good one, people. Thank you for tuning in. Leave some comments. Some love, some hate. Subscribe. Ring that little bell. What do they say these days? Smash that notification bell if that is your thing. It's not my thing, so I ain't smashing it. And I will see you tomorrow. I have a clone to fix, and I'm going home. Have a good one.